Here in the Ice Arena Wales locker room with more Cardiff Devils signing news, and I'm pleased to say I've been joined by Chris Jones, who's just put pen to paper on a new contract. And Chris, how happy are you to be back as a Cardiff Devil?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, whenever you get the chance to re-sign with your hometown team, it's a great feeling. I know how lucky I am to be back here, and just looking forward to getting started now.
So everybody likes a hometown boy. Take us through your junior progression. Who have been your big influences in Cardiff and helped you with career progression?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I started fairly young. I think I was 7 years old, and like you say, progressed through the junior system. There's been a few people who I've looked up to. I would say, sort of more memorably, would be Mark Cudahy. He gave me the chance to step up into senior hockey at a fairly young age, and yeah, I just sort of tried to take my chance and never really looked back.
Now, I remember you took a little bit of time away to play for the Swindon Wildcats and then came back halfway through the season when the Devils had an injury crisis and slotted straight back into the lineup. How important was that time away from Cardiff just to get a little bit more experience? And is the EPL route something that other Brits should look at before maybe making that jump to elite league level?
Yeah, obviously, like you say, I went over there for half a season or so, and like you say, it was a great experience. I would definitely recommend it, obviously, for younger guys, because nowadays it's so hard to make that step up to this level straight away as a younger guy. The league's gotten so good now. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. You see a lot of younger guys go in that route now, more into the EPL, and yeah, I think it was a great experience for me, but it was never really Cardiff, and I just it was a good experience, but I couldn't really stay there.
Now, talk to me a little bit about your player coach, because it looks like he's put a lot of trust in you over the last couple of years, really worked on your game. You spend a lot of time now on the penalty kill. What's it been like to work for Andrew Lord the last few seasons?
Yeah, obviously, he's a fantastic coach. What he's done for me has been, unbelievable. The sort of the details, the finer details that he looks at, it's incredible. And to be able to sort of learn from him. Maybe back a couple of years ago, there wasn't really much learning going on. It was just kind of going out there and doing what you do. But now he breaks it down, and he tells you, where you're going wrong, where you're doing well, and he's been huge for me here.
Now, when we talk about Chris Jones in commentary, we always refer to your skating, your defensively sound. As I say, you do play time on the penalty kill. What do you see as the strengths and weaknesses of your own game, and how do you want to progress this season?
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. My skating, like you say, is something that I pride myself on, along with the defensive details. Especially on this big ice now, I think that's going to be huge for me to sort of progress that even a bit further. And yeah, obviously the PK is something that I pride myself on. It's a role that I think I can make my own maybe, and just sort of looking forward to getting that started now.
So what are your career aspirations? Because, as I say, we think in commentary there's a lot more to come from Chris Jones. I guess you just don't see yourself as a 10th forward rotating in or what have you. You want to progress. Is GB an aspiration? Where do you see your career going?
Of course, you don't want to be that 10th forward. You don't want to be the guy that's sitting around on the bench watching. You want to be that guy that's on the ice, and it's definitely something I need to sort of take upon myself to make sure I'm pushing for that. As far as aspirations, of course, you always want to play for the national team. That's obviously a big goal. Maybe it's a year or two away here. Who knows? But yeah, just hopefully trying to progress in Cardiff, see some more ice time, get some more responsibility, and hopefully, maybe one day.
And we are in the locker room at Ice Arena Wales. I asked you just off camera a few moments ago. Starting to feel like home now?
Yeah, definitely. You look around in here. It's pretty nice in here now. Few little touch-ups, and I think it'll be looking good.
And what are you doing sort of away from the rink at the moment? Is it summer vacation time for you, or are you working out in the gym, working hard? And I understand your interest in the Stanley Cup playoffs ended a little early because you're a Red Wings fan.
Yeah, didn't go so well for the Red Wings this year, but they've had that fantastic run. I think it's like 22 years in a row they've made the playoffs. So yeah, it ended a little early, but no, just for me, just sort of, I had my little week or two off there, but now back at it, skating in the gym, you know, working hard, ready for the next season.
And I guess that season starts a little earlier in mid-August, where it was announced last week that KHL opposition in Zagreb. That's just got to be exciting to be on the ice with players of that caliber, that standard, and you can only learn from that, I assume.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be incredible. You know, you saw the news, and you kind of look at their roster and you just see sort of straight away sort of, you know, 3 or 4 legit NHL guys that have, you know, that have done well at that level. And obviously I think at the start I was maybe a bit skeptical, but now you see, you know, it's just going to be exciting. It's something that, you know, the fans, you know, it's going to be great for them and great for us as players to test ourselves against, you know, some great players.
And just finally, this is the first time we've interviewed you, and you know, we've got to change that because you're a natural on camera. A couple of 2-goal games, hat-trick games, maybe a Gordie Howe hat-trick, and we'll get you on IceTime.TV a bit more next year.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see how that goes.
Chris, thank you for your time,
Thanks,
and congratulations on re-signing for the Devils.
Cheers, thanks.